this says. All right, it says we're live, man.
Oh, perfect.
How you been?
Good, bro. Good. Other
Good.
than it's been a freezing winter.
Yeah, it looks cold in your garage.
Yo, seriously,
I
gotta
know.
still use gloves to work out.
Yep. Dude, it was pretty bad here in Ohio, but now this past week it's been like 60 degrees,
Yeah,
which
we
is
had.
like I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Yeah, I don't do the conversions either. No, we today's been like freezing rain all day, so it's just a mess out here.
No kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how you
It's,
been, man? I haven't talked to you in a minute. I've been really busy with fucking work and sewing. That's
yeah,
been
that'll keep
like
you busy.
nonstop. But
Yeah, that'll keep you
thankfully,
busy.
yeah, the sewing though slowed down tremendously to where I'm able to work on things like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. What's wild to me is like this year's the first year that I switched over to using like this cheap ass duffel bag from Canadian Tire
Uh-huh.
because carrying the bins around with my gear in it was driving me nuts. And like the duffel bag, even if it's my winter jacket and everything, you can compress it in the bin.
Yep.
It takes up room. And when I
I know.
seen you, I was like, yeah, right. I was like,
I know.
that. What a you actually thought that a great idea right there.
Yep. Well, the thing is, dude, is so I work at a lumber yard, right? Or I worked at a lumber yard,
Yeah.
and I just got laid off. I've been laid off for a couple weeks now because we are lacking work. But I made a prototype several months back, and I started taking it to work because I just wanted to see, what the hell a duffel bag is like. So then I started taking it to work. I would always bring like my book. It was winter. It's winter time, so I'd bring like overalls and shit like that. And I
Yeah.
realized how handy a duffel bag was.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna build one, make it,
Mhm.
what I want to the best of my ability, and came up with that.
Yeah, great idea. Honestly, it
Yeah.
was one of those ones like it's kind of like an overlooked idea. It's something
hmm
that you kind of wouldn't think about. All the bags that everybody's created, that was one that I think was overlooked that somebody needed to find.
Like the external pockets where you could put like water bottles and shit on the outside.
Just the entire bag. You know, everybody's
Okay.
got bino harnesses now and
Oh yeah, yeah.
bags, pouches, whatever, but like nobody thought of like a bag that you could carry your entire like whether you're traveling, no matter what. It's like stuff like for me, what's nice is like I have a full winter like jacket and pants. And like it's annoying to put them in the bin and try and like squish it in with
I know.
everything else. With
Yeah.
that, that's why I started bringing a duffel bag because I can just stick it in there and it all condenses. You,
Yeah.
like your winter gear is so puffy, right? And
hmm
with the duffel, it makes it easier to travel and squish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when I started doing research about like competitor duffel bags and shit,
mm-hmm.
they all looked like relatively the same. And the one thing that I wanted was to have like external pockets to where I could put fucking water bottles and shit in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you look at any other duffel, it's always just one zipper on the outside.
yeah,
And I found that kind of annoying. So when I went to work, I could put like whenever I'm done with my fucking coffee mug,
mm-hmm.
instead of throwing it into the bag and having, it fumbling around with all my equipment or clothes or whatever, I just threw it right in one of those pockets. So
Yeah,
then I'm like, fuck, dude, this is nice.
yeah, and the inside pocket too. A lot of people don't have like you just open it up; it's just inside.
hmm
Having an inside pocket's always nice too, right? To keep things organized, like you were saying, is like separate stuff.
Yeah. Yep. For
Yeah,
sure. How's work been, dude?
good. We've actually been busy. I was actually just gone away. I was at the Detroit border. We were like staring across at the states.
No kidding.
Yeah, we just did. It was some church down there, bro. Well, I won't even get into that, but it was different. It was a Mormon church. They're a little different.
Oh, okay.
Don't swear. Don't say anything like that.
When you said when you said Detroit, I'm thinking like, oh geez, like were you near the hood and shit? I don't fucking know.
no, no, like, bro, both sides. Like, we just homeless level is crazy right now. It's everywhere, really. Doesn't matter where
The,
you go. There's somebody in a crevice sleeping.
oh, I know. It's those major
That,
cities, dude.
yeah,
It's those major cities. If
yeah,
It's
It's
kind of
like it's almost
scary.
inevitable, and it's funny because it goes like as far back in time as we can go. Like even in the Bible, it's like there's always like the homeless guy on the side of the street, like walking around talking to himself. Like it's
Yeah,
almost like it's been there forever.
I know. But you know it's crazy, dude. Listen to this shit. You know what they did? Well, I don't know about a lot of different cultures, but have you ever heard of Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, well, he was a like an he was essentially a king of this country called Transylvania,
yeah.
and he was fucking extreme. And the way he got rid of the the way he got rid of the homeless population was messed up, dude. He uh he brought all the homeless people into a big gigantic barn and he's like, "Come feast. I'll feed all you guys." And they were begging him for food and stuff, so he brought them into this barn and they all got food and water and everything. And one of the homeless people walked up to him and was like, uh, he said like, "Thank you so much. Now only if you can put us out of our misery and help us out or whatever." And he's like, "Deal." So he shut the fucking barn doors, locked them in, and put the whole barn up on up in flames, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he killed the entire homeless population in that one day.
Well, you're out of your misery, I guess. That's one way to take them out of it. Like holy.
It's crazy, dude. It's interesting. But now when you when you look at society, bro, it feels like things are kind of going downhill a little bit.
Bro, the
How like
biggest thing
how's Canada? Because I know in America, I don't know what you guys see, but here in
the
America,
big
dude, it's like getting crazy.
well, it's the same. Like I've said to you before, the invisible border. We're pretty similar over here with the same shit, just different leaders, different whatever. But like it's I've never seen it as divided as it is where like normal shit like for me, like Canada right now is like doing all these deals with China and everybody will talk shit
What?
about I don't want to buy Chinese made and then you're all cool about it. But then everybody's like, I don't want to buy American made, I don't want to support them. It's like I'm supporting American made over Chinese made. At least
Yeah,
whatever I'm buying is gonna last. Like, are we
yeah, yeah.
really dumb about that? Like, there's certain things where like in every day it's something new and like another thing like with all the Epstein shit, whatever. Just it's there's so many blockers and so many problems at the same time. Nothing gets solved. Like
I know.
the new guy that's running our country, Carney, like nothing's been done. They've been on vacation, they go away, they do like nothing changes. It's like they stay in, get their retirement money, get out.
Yeah.
Stay in, do something, get their retirement money, get out.
When the Epstein files dropped, it has a lot to do with America. Was there any like Canadian stuff
Yeah, I
involved?
guess
Like,
both the prime minister last time and this time that Justin Trudeau and Mark Carney supposedly were both in it.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I heard even before that, like one of the richest dudes in Canada, I don't know what I don't want to make up what he was, but some business owner was in it a bunch of times too. So it seemed like anybody that had a moment of some kind of popularity, they'd come knocking on your door like, "Hey, you want to come over here?" And
Yeah,
it's like it almost feels like if you say no, they'll throw you under the bus somehow, and if you say yes, they just have dirt on you until they're done with you.
yeah. Yep, it's sickening, dude. I can definitely tell you the way how America is right now, it seems like divided really bad to the point to where like I'm just trying to stay away from social media and stuff as much as possible and not get on the shit as much,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because if you think about it, it's so depressing. It's
Yeah, bro, every
depressing.
day it's the most negative information we get and like at the all-time high. You flip open your phone, whatever social media, anything is just blasted with negativity. You turn on
Yep,
the TV, negativity. You go to work, you talk to anybody, it's like all everybody's talking about is the same shit. It's all negative, like the most negative, nothing good right now.
I
Like
know.
like you don't hear people being like, "Oh man, it's not like the '90s when I was a kid." And it's like, "Man, what a great time to be alive." We like now it's like, man, everybody's mad because even the average Joe can't fucking make ends meet, and people can't go away on vacation anymore because their bills are too high, or You know, like food's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's just a nonstop battle. Like I don't think I go a place where you don't hear somebody complaining about what's going on right now, but
Yeah.
where nobody's doing anything about it. It's like some of the funniest stuff is like you'll see the streets covered with this ice stuff. Oh, like for us,
In
we see
Canada?
no for you guys. That's all we
Oh,
see,
oh,
and
oh.
it's like, and we're laughing. It's like what the hell, but at the same time, it's like how come that doesn't happen when the Epstein file comes out? How come FBI isn't kicking like Bill Gates' door and like we want to find your phone? We like so you
Oh,
can't
dude.
delete anything. Like you know what I mean? But like it's kind of funny when you look at how it's so unbalanced with the justice system, so to say, and how like money true like I know this. I've been in trouble before. It's like money can get you out of most of the trouble. Like that is you get a good enough lawyer and they'll find a flaw and you're out. You get
Yeah.
a duty counsel lawyer and he's just like, okay, yep, you did what you did, go to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think it's just I can definitely tell you this. I haven't seen like the way people have been united in America. I haven't seen it like this in a while, where people understand one thing, and that is our government might be fucking corrupt as fuck.
Yeah,
And there is active people organizing to organize a group of men to potentially fight off our government.
well I was gonna ask you that is like because you guys have that law, so like when is it
Yep.
considered that your government is a tyrant and that you are allowed to now
It's this
use
close, dude. It's
your
this close. If they don't,
yeah
I'll
so
tell you this, if Trump doesn't do something, or the FBI or anybody doesn't do something within the next 2 to 3 months, uh, I know probably hell's gonna break loose. It's
yeah
gonna
people
break
are
loose
not
because,
gonna
like, people like me, dude, I pay taxes and everything. This is how fucked up our system is, bro. Listen to this. I get laid off for work because we don't have any work to do. So my employer, the guy that I work for in the wintertime, he's like, "Hey, you're being laid off." I had like 3 days of notice until my
yeah
last day. I apply for unemployment, which is a thing for if you lose your job and it's not your fault,
yeah
the
we have that
government
here
will
too.
pay you. Yes.
Yeah,
The government will pay you with your fucking money that you put into
that
the
you put
system.
into it, yeah, it comes off all your
Yes.
paycheck. Yeah,
Well, guess what happened? Guess what happened? I've been denied twice. So they won't give me the money I need to pay bills, food, you know?
yeah,
So it's like, if I'm
why
gonna
did I
sit
pay
here
that?
exactly. If I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna pay money into the system and not get anything in return when I need it, when you got a fucking land whale on food stamps that doesn't work,
It never
like,
has
bitch.
worked, never put
Yes.
into the pocket.
Yes.
There's somebody
Yes.
taking
Like,
out of a pocket they've never put into.
yes, I'm gonna fucking revolt. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like that's gonna happen eventually, which
yeah,
I hope it
that's
does, to
and
be
that's what
honest.
it has to. It's like they push it. They're like they just keep like pushing until that happens,
Yeah.
and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, never mind. Here you go.
Yeah. I think people need to get a little more uncomfortable. People need to feel the pressure of not being able to find a job or being able to support their family until, something cracks off.
Definitely. So, like, my question to you is like, is work slow because tariffs on lumber and shit?
I don't know. I don't know the business side for them. It could
Hmm.
be. I've heard that, but also it's the winter time, so there's not many people out building houses and stuff.
Yeah, it is that thing. Construction
Yeah.
this time of year usually does slow down, and then spring picks right back up.
Yep. So
But yeah,
that's what it
that I
is.
was curious about that because like a lot of people over here are so confused with the tariff thing. They think that it's you guys tariffing us, and there's no tariffs on you guys, and it's only affecting us when it's affecting your side too. It's both
Mm,
sides that are affected by it.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. It really is. But I will tell you this. I feel like uh America, the people like our representatives and shit,
Hmm.
since this Epstein list came out, I don't feel like our representatives are for the American people. I feel like they are for another government, which is Israel. I might sound
Yeah.
like a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but um, when we pay into the system for so long as like a normal American or even a business owner like myself,
Yeah.
and I can't even get unemployment, but I see my tax dollars going to Israel for bombs. I see my tax dollars going to China to build their manufacturing industry. I see my
Yeah.
tax dollars being sent to Ukraine. It's like eventually, once people realize that we're being screwed over, people will grow tired and get pissed off and do something
That's
to cause
that's
change,
when they either stand up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I don't know what Trump's game plan is with I don't know if he uses the tariff play as like appeasing to the Americans because the way that we see it, the average dude in America, we see us being as cash cows helping the world, but when we need help, we don't get it. So I feel
Yeah.
like Trump is like, okay, fuck it, let's appease these peasants. We're gonna pretend like we're going to help the Americans and we're going to put tariffs on other countries because we've been helping everybody for so long and we get nothing in return. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And it's crazy to think like just the amount of money that from both countries, Canada and the United States, that have been sending money over there. It's like, God damn, we're just going down, down, down. Well, helping. It's like, when do you say, hold on a second, we should be the ones making the decision where our money's going, not
Yeah.
you guys. Like, I never voted for, you know what I mean, for our money, that much money. Like after a certain point, after $1 million, 10 million, 20 million, the people of the country should be able to vote if that money should be sent to another country to help
Yeah.
them before us. Because
Yeah,
if
for
we need
sure.
help, it should be like, no, like, sorry, but it's like, if your friend comes and asks, yo, can I borrow $400? All you have is $400. Hey, buddy, I don't got $400 to lend you right now. Like, sorry. Like, that's what you tell them. Like, you know what I mean? We got fucking
Yep.
all these homeless people. Like, sorry, buddy. Like, our streets are bad too. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's really weird.
It
That's where you
sucks.
know there's some, like, no matter what, the average person, whether they believe it or not, or a conspiracy theorist or not, they know deep down inside it don't make sense.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? 1 plus 1 is equaling 3 right now, not 2. Like,
Yeah.
it's a mess.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. Like I said, I hope people fucking lift weights, not even people, men, because that's what we need. We need men. We need
Yeah,
leaders. We need guys setting the example for, everybody. And we just need people to become stronger, more resilient to where if God forbid anything were to come about where we needed to fucking overthrow our government, we're able to do that.
exactly.
But I don't
Yeah,
know, dude. We got too many. You go to any Walmart here in America, you're fucking. There's more fat people on scooters than just a
yeah,
normal looking dude.
yeah. Seriously, then just like an average person, right? Like, it's wild, and like it's actually gone so far that way that that's why they're like they've created this toxic masculinity thing,
Yeah,
because now if you go to the gym and want to be in shape and don't do anything, don't drink, you're toxic and you're this crazy alpha that should be shut down. You're trying to ruin the world. You're mean. It's like, it's so weird. Like,
that's all
even
propaganda, dude.
even when I go to the gym now, I've gone to the gym since was allowed to get a membership, and like I have a gym at home and I have a normal gym I can go to. Whenever I go there and I look around, it's like 10 years ago when I went to the gym, everybody in there was jacked. All the dudes were huge. Like, every time I go there, it's like we're starting week 1 of January 1st. Everybody here is starting over again. Like, I get everybody's a start date, but like every time I never go to the gym, it's like there's like 30, it's like 99% of the people are all trying to get in shape. Nobody's actually like in shape. So it's like we definitely have a problem. We definitely
Oh,
have a
for sure,
problem.
dude. Yep, we for sure do. And it's kind of like it almost feels like we're living in a movie sometimes.
Bro, it really feels like that. Like, and especially how fast people can like get tossed onto like one side or the other, or how like if like if you have an opinion about something, especially for like the average white guy to have an opinion is like, don't say that
Yeah, you're a
because
racist.
you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
will be racist if
You're a
you say
fucking
something like,
racist, homophobe bigot.
yeah, like, and it's crazy because like sometimes, and I've seen it with some of my friends, is like they'll get into it with somebody like at a convenience store or whatever, and right away, if it's another race person, that's what they're yelling at you in the store. You
Yeah.
racist, get away from me. It's like, bro, I didn't even say anything about your race yet. Like,
Yeah.
I just said, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Nobody has thick skin anymore, and everybody is siding with the weak. Everybody's a victim. It's like, oh, feel sorry for Jimmy because this is what happened to him. It's like, yo, tell him to work on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's got mental health problems. Okay, well, if you go to the gym and eat better, I bet you'll feel better. Like,
For sure. It's all
they already
propaganda, dude.
know. Yeah,
It's
they already
all
know. Like,
propaganda.
cut out the sugar. Cut out the sugar. They know that makes you depressed. They know that makes you go through spikes in your day. Right? Like, there's a lot of things people look at and it's like a simple fix, but they overlook it. Like, you have to have a six pack to be in shape. Like, that's not being in shape. I know lots of guys that are big dudes that you wouldn't even, you look at them, they'll outrun you. You're like,
Yeah.
what the hell? That guy's in shape. You know what I
Dude,
mean? You don't
listen.
have to. Being in
Li-
shape isn't a look.
oh, for sure. Dude, listen to this. I remember last year I ran I ran a mile. I was never able to run like a full mile,
Yeah.
but I ran like I would run for a couple minutes and then walk. My average mile was like 12 minutes. Well, now, uh, just here recently, I think not too long ago, my 1 mile, I was able to run for the first time in my life, run a 1 mile nonstop, and I did it in like 7 minutes.
That's good.
And then, I know, and then a couple weeks ago, I ran 1.5 miles nonstop, and then just yesterday, I ran 3.5 miles.
Oh,
So it's like, dude, I
clock
remember,
that fast
dude,
now.
running a mile would take me 16 to 20 minutes, a couple
Yeah,
years ago. Now I could do it easily. It does it, it's not that much effort at all.
yeah.
But I mean, I guess
And what's crazy
that's
too about it is, didn't you notice how, like, go back to when you started and you're like fucking breathing heavy and you're like, this is gonna take forever. But now it feels
feels
like
good.
so, yeah. And like it
It feels like nothing.
just starting it is the hard part. Once you get 2 weeks flies by. Like, think about 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like, time flies.
Yeah.
Once you get started and put a little, like, people don't realize chipping away at it, a little bit of effort, is crazy the difference you can make in like even 2 months.
Fuck yeah. Dude, yeah. Yeah, but the name of the game is just consistency and uh having the long game in your mind.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you are able to change your mind for the rest of your life,
Yeah,
or else
exactly. It has to be a
it's not gonna
lifestyle.
stick. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a
Yeah.
lifestyle. And that's the thing that people don't realize is like, you don't have to love it. It's like going to work. Nobody fucking wants to go to work, but you do it
Yeah.
every day because you need the money. So
Yep.
think of your body as the money. You need to go to work every day, which is the gym, to start clocking some money into your piggy bank, which is your life. And like, that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I've
sure.
always looked at it like that, as like, especially like you see some people, they start getting out of shape and it's like, I think it's better. Like, I know some people will go on these things. It's like, I get totally out of shape and I get back into shape, totally out of shape, back into shape. I think that fucks with you even more
It
than
does.
just find something you'll do for the rest of your life. Even if it was a sport, find like a pickup league of like some kind of sport that, like, if it's basketball or whatever, go play that. If you don't want to lift weights, like, nobody actually likes just pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you're, because it's something you're gonna have to do alone too. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't do it alone, then you're never gonna do it, right? Like, that's the
Exactly. Now
thing.
listen to this. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell the audience, whoever's listening, how often do you feel like going to the gym?
Never. Like,
Exactly.
only when I break my arm and I can't go anymore, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I want to do a push up, or like
Yeah.
when you can't do it. But like
Yeah.
when you can and you get up, it's like, getting up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym. Like nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to be in the cold in here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Yep.
you never want to, but like how good do you feel after you do it?
Exactly.
Especially when you really don't, and like that's the truth. Especially when you really don't want to do it, you feel
And how do
even
you feel? How do
better.
you feel 6 months from now?
That's the thing. And like I've done that multiple times where I've been like pick something new. Like I want to get better at bench pressing, we'll say. It's like you start off, you're like, damn, I'm weak right now. And then in
Hmm.
6 months, you're like, holy shit, like I'm actually doing 225 for 10 reps or whatever it is, right? You're like,
Yeah.
people don't like that. Just 6 months of effort goes a long way in
Fuck yeah.
anything in life, even in finances. Take six
For
months.
sure.
Don't go out anywhere. Don't buy fast food. Don't buy energy drinks. Don't buy any of that. Be strict on like have discipline for 6 months on anything and watch it change. Right? Anything. You can make a difference on anything with discipline.
Fuck yeah. That's the key. It's discipline. It's not how
Yeah.
you feel. It's just literally
Just do it.
forcing yourself to do it.
Yeah. Just get
Cause
it
like I
done.
I told my buddy before, and my girlfriend, she works out with me, but here lately she's been going through a hump where she really doesn't want to go to the gym or like come
Yeah.
out and work out with me. And
Yeah.
I try to tell her, she's like, "You love lifting." And I'm like, "You have no idea how much I actually fucking hate it."
Yeah.
Like, that's literally the last thing that I want to do for the day. Do you think I enjoy busting my ass for an hour? Do you think I
Yeah.
enjoy feeling sore the way I feel? No, I don't. Do you think I
No.
enjoy eating the healthy? No,
It's the
no.
outcome. It's the money.
Yes,
It's what you get in the end. That's what
exactly.
it's the only thing that matters.
It's the
Yeah.
routine. It's the regimen, dude. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that's going to keep you fucking sane in a crazy world.
Bro, I think honestly, and I think that's why a lot of people quit hunting is
Yeah,
because they're looking for that. Once again, it's another thing like working out where like if you don't put in the effort and the time, there's no result. So if you don't scout or do anything with hunting all year and then you just walk into the woods, you probably have 100% chance of not getting anything. Like
for
you
sure.
don't know what you're doing. You don't like, you know what I mean? Like
Here's another thing you got to think about. How many hunters are out of shape that hunt on public land? And that's a reason
tons
why
of
they
them,
don't want to go hunting.
bro. And I see it all the time. And like they'll be set up in the weirdest spot where it's like, I just bumped you and I'm sorry, but like, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's public, but like, yo, you ain't gonna find anything over here. Like, I've done that a couple of times with some guys where it's like you just cut off a trail and you go in. And it's like they're like a couple guys would set up. This one time, I'm like, oh, that's weird. You guys are
Yeah.
like, nothing comes through here. Like, what'd
Yeah.
you set up on?
Yeah. And dude, I remember being extremely overweight and having to do a bunch of scouting and stuff, because like you said, you got to put in the work to be able to kill the deer that you want and stuff. And dude, scouting, especially in spring and summertime, it fucking sucks if you're overweight, dude.
Oh,
Like,
bro. So when I used to hunt with my cousin, he used to come with me. We'd set up in the same tree, and he'd be like my camera guy, whatever. And I took him to a spot one time. We got up. It was early in the morning. We're going through, and I remember it was so funny. I just see all of a sudden this headlamp flick on, and I hear him. He's he starts puking, and I'm like, I look back. I'm like, seriously? He's like, and he was so out of shape, bro. Just walking in, carrying a tree stand on his back, going up and over logs. This guy started puking, and I'm like,
yep.
bro, what? And he was that, and he even said to me, he's like, man, he's like, I'm so out of shape, like, I'm sorry. And it was like, I was like, well, we're gonna go back because you just scared everything in the woods puking. But like, and like another time too with him, same guys, like he that moment wasn't enough to change him. That couple months later, we go up in a tree, and he was like, I can't climb the tree. I
Yeah.
put on so much weight, I can't even climb the tree. And I was like, and he did a full reverse and he just started walking and walking every day. It was something he, you know what I mean, it was easy for him to do. Walk, walk, walk. He lost like 75 pounds in I think 6 months or whatever it was. So, and I was just walking, lifted no weights. He just would walk further all the time, just walk further.
And he probably ate healthy too.
Yeah, just water, change what he's eating. Yeah, but it was like that reality moment where he was like, "Yo, bro, I can't even climb. Like this is something I was doing last year that I can't do this year, just
Yeah,
from sitting around, right?" And it just
for
shows
sure.
you like it can follow like little things like that will fall apart real fast.
Fuck yeah.
especially your health. Fitness is one of those ones that just think about it. You go to the gym and you're consistent. You're like, oh yeah, I'm feeling good. You take a week off. You're like, what? Where'd I go?
Yeah,
What happened?
for sure. Yep.
So like, it's something that like if you don't stay on it, it deteriorates, right? And that's
Yep.
the hardest part. Is consistency on something you don't want to do. But the funny part to me is like, we will stick with something we see value in, like going to work and getting paid. If you hated your job but they paid you $1 million a year, you're going. You're not missing. You're never late. But if you knew that going to the gym was the $1 million paycheck to your body, which most people don't think about, it's like more people would be working out. You'd see everybody in shape if they knew that that $1 million paycheck was at the gym for their body. But because they don't see it, people are like, it's too much effort, or it took too long to get in shape, or to stay in shape. I'd rather sit at home and watch Netflix tonight, like, than sacrifice time, right? Or that Netflix thing. Like people really, it takes somebody getting sick and they're in the hospital or something, or they're whatever, and then they're like, should have stuck with that, or I
I think
should.
it's a convenience aspect. Everybody's programmed nowadays for quick convenience, you know. Like, dude,
Yeah,
think about how fucking crazy our life is, where we can drive down a road in a vehicle, and within 2 minutes we can have a fucking meal hot and ready to go to eat.
yeah,
Like McDonald's and shit.
like right there in
That's
front of
never
you.
existed.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's another thing too, is like how long we survived just off of hunting proves that the convenience of how much we eat in a day is a problem. We're not designed to eat fucking your perfect bodybuilder, 200 grams of protein, this many calories, like that whole thing. Like, I even think some of that's kind of a little too much too. Where like, yeah, like they even say if you're 300 pounds of fat or 300 pounds of muscle, depending on your height, size, all that, your heart still has to work too much. So I
Yeah.
also think that being like a bodybuilder and huge and on steroids, that's not healthy. That's why I say like health isn't a look. Like you go to the gym and see a guy on steroids, but his insides are rotting because he's taking fucking all kinds of crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
So like there's certain things where like, you know,
It's all about balance, dude. You don't
it
fucking
is.
overdo it, you
It
know?
is.
Like if you could die on water, you can die on drinking water. So
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
go fucking extreme with it. Just consistency, balance,
Yeah.
uh just making sure you're chipping away at it and
And
eventually
then
it'll come to
another good one
fruition.
too. Another good one too, bro, is like people are caught up with like, I have to go to the gym Monday to Monday, no days off. And like the truth is, if you just go every other day, you actually will make progress. You're giving yourself time in between to rest. The average person doesn't eat enough to even or take enough vitamins and shit to recover properly anyway. So you probably do need days in between your workouts as an
Fuck
average
yeah.
person to recover. So like don't get hurt. You know what I mean? That's what happens to a lot of people. They try to bench something, they hurt their shoulder. Now, like you're not gonna work out, or you're gonna be like, oh, I'm fucking 40 now or 30. I'm not the same as I was when I was 20. That's because you stopped,
Yeah.
or you tried to jump in like you were 20 at 30 and hurt yourself, right? So like there's also a line where like some people need to go to the gym and be like, if you have to curl the 15s to start and the guy next to you is curling 40s, well, work your way up. But like don't start at the 40s, get hurt, now you never come back to the gym,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, there's a lot of good advice out there. Have you ever heard of a guy named Mike Mike Menser?
yeah, yeah, that's where I learned the whole like 3 days a week workout from.
Yeah. Dude, he would just do one set of a muscle group and call it a day. Like
Yeah,
just one
and if you
set to
think about
complete
it,
failure and that's it.
like it works. Like
That dude
if you're
was
doing your
jacked.
back, you're like go till you've stressed it enough, and that muscle's torn and has to recover no matter what, right? So
Yeah.
like the simplicity to that is kind of smart.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's also another thing too, is like coming up with your gym routine. I know so many of my friends were like, yo, what do I do? Can you give me a list? And it's like, geez, like that's a whole nother thing, is like most people go to the gym and they're just lost, right? It's like just don't know what they're doing. And like that'll deter people from it too. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to the gym, but like I'm walking around, I feel awkward being here anyways, and I don't know what machine to use next or what I should be doing,
Yep.
right? I've seen that with a lot of people, and that then they're like, I don't go to the gym because I don't know what I'm doing. And
But
like
also on the
it's
flip side, dude, it's like you think about it, how bad do you want it? Because if you really want to be fit and live healthy, you'll fucking realize, okay, let me open up YouTube and just type in beginner lifts or how to start lifting weights. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
So I feel
And
like
you
I
can
don't
go
know,
like you can Google it and put in like
Chat
beginner
GPT
workout
and shit.
routine week by week, and it'll be like legs, and it'll give you what to do that day. I've
Fuck
done that
yeah.
before. I used to do a workout I found out online for like football. It was like a football player workout. It was like a bunch of bench pressing and all these things, and I just copied that for a few months, and then just created another one off of it.
Yeah, dude. Dude, what do you think about AI?
Bro, it's a trip. It's a
Fuck yeah.
trip. Like it's crazy because it's like it is super useful.
Do you
Like,
think
but
people are gonna
also at
start
the
using
same,
it for hunting?
definitely,
Where they put
definitely.
in where they put in an Onyx map and goes, okay, point out where all the funnels are at, all the bedding. Tell me where to go from here on this map. And Chat GPT will fucking circle it.
Will it circle it?
Check this. Yes.
Holy.
I've
I
never
know
done
I've
it.
heard.
I've seen it firsthand though.
Oh, that's crazy. I've heard a
You
couple of
and
people be like, Chat GBT, like, where do you hunt bucks in the swamp? And it like breaks it down, tells you
oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically what it gets from the internet. I was like, holy.
You can take a picture of a Onyx topo map of
Yeah.
whatever you want to hunt and you type in uh I should probably not be saying this.
Yeah.
But listen, you
You just
type
killed a
in
lot of deer.
where's all the fucking funnels, where's the food sources, circle the places that I should be checking for this buck, and if
Yeah.
you can build an entire database with like pictures and everything, you give it to AI, you feed it to all AI, and they'll tell you everything.
And it breaks it all down.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I've never
Well,
done it, but I've seen it firsthand.
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that are gonna end up in the same spot.
and dude, think about this. They're gonna probably come out with AI fucking cameras for
Yeah.
like game cameras.
Yeah.
They put some they put some AI technology in some game cameras, make it 360 views, so like the AI can just analyze literally everything, whatever crosses its path, and then maybe spit out some information to you, like, okay, you need to sit here on this day with this wind at this time.
Yeah, because the animals cut through here.
Yeah,
You just leave it out there for a year and it'd collect enough data to give you a whole fucking chart, do all the
exactly.
listing for you, even know the difference between the deer, probably.
Yeah, that's scary, dude.
That
It's
is
fucking
scary,
scary.
actually. Yeah.
But thankfully, dude, I'm like I'm so fucking anti-technology when it comes to the woods. I
Oh, me
don't
too. That I was gonna.
I took all my cameras out of the woods. I don't use
Yeah, I
cameras
didn't.
anymore.
I basically I only used one camera this year, and it was only for like a couple weeks that I even left it out. Like, but I do have one question for you. What do you think about like the drones? Everybody like. Do you think like what my question is like all out of all of it? Do you think it's weird that somebody could just whip a drone up over a piece of property and basically find where all the bucks are bedding, all the animals are bedding, and be able to hunt that property better than ever stepping foot on it.
Dude, yeah, it's weird.
Like,
Okay, first of all, I don't even look at it as from a hunting perspective. I look at it from a fucking freedom perspective. Okay,
yeah,
let's say we give leeway to all these people to use drones however they want. Who is it to say that I can't just fly a drone over your house at night with a fucking infrared camera to where I could see what you're doing and spy
yeah,
on you and have AI intelligence break down all your movements and shit. Like, dude, it's
yeah,
fucking we're basically under a surveillance state. So
yeah,
I'm not too concerned about the hunting. In my opinion, I feel like I think it's fucked up if you use a
yeah.
drone to spot deer and shit. It's like that ain't
Well, to
right.
me, it's
But
like I know people are gonna do it, but at that point, is like you're technically to me that like all you're hunting for is either you're a trophy hunter or you're just hunting because you think people care enough that whatever deer you kill and likes you're gonna get for it is that important to you that like you're willing to like do whatever, like you don't even actually know how to hunt, you're basically scouting with a camera flying over top, and it's like you have no idea why that deer is even there, you just know he's there and you're going to try and go in there and kill him, like
yeah, I mean, but
there's
that's
no
how
thought
that's
to it,
that's
like
human nature though, dude.
yeah, it's
There's gonna be
weird.
people that take advantage of that, and they're gonna come out eventually. I guarantee you, within the next this year, next year, there's gonna be some dude that killed a megalithic buck, state record,
Yeah,
and it's gonna come out that he used a drone to spot the fucker
yeah,
and tracked it, and that's how he killed it.
yeah, I guarantee it. And I'm like I'm honestly surprised you don't see it more, like even with like anywhere, like you could use like you could hunt elk with it, like you know what I mean, you could be in the mountains anywhere with those
Oh my
things, and like how far you can they can get away from you and how close, like you can zoom in with some of them, like it's
Could you
crazy.
imagine? You're out elk hunting, and you know how you have to traditionally walk and
Yeah,
go to a ridge, spot glass everything.
yeah,
Why do that when you can just fly a drone a couple miles that way, see if there's any elk, fly
yeah,
a drone
nope,
this way?
not go that way, yeah, and like you cover so much ground with it, like it's wild, it's weird, like it's not hunting, it's not hunting.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about it? Because obviously the people that are against it, they like the hunting aspect. The people that are for it, they might not like the hunting aspect. They just like the glory and the fame.
I honestly think it's kind of like it's a tricky one because I think it's great for recovery. Like I think it's one of those tools that like if more deer are found because of it, that's great. You know what I mean? That on its own is amazing, but like using it to find deer or to find any animal or to just like scout with it, that's a tricky one because then like what are we is everybody gonna go get a drone, then come springtime everybody's just standing in the parking lot like bzzz, like
Why
you know
not?
what I mean? Don't crash into me, I'm over here, like
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, right? It's like we're going so far with the technology where it's like the aspect of hunting and learning the woods and the woodsmanship, the part that I that's the part that I actually enjoy the most, just being out there and like the adventure part is gone. Like that's the part where I'm like, why do you even like I don't even want to do that because that to me that's not the part that's fun. Like I actually like being in the woods and fucking getting my boots soaked and falling and finding random shit in the woods, like other dead animals, like all the shit you see out there, that's part of it. And it's like people are cutting that out just to get to the end and then try and get some kind of glory out of you found it with a plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you think about it, at the end of the day, I feel like people shouldn't. I feel like I don't know. Let's say you take me for example. I'm an experienced drone dude that goes out and hunts deer with a drone. I set up where I see deer,
yeah,
and woodsmanship. Let's say there was a fucking EMP and it made everything black out. Who's gonna
yeah,
survive?
yeah, exactly. You're not, that guy's done. He doesn't even know where to start. He's so
Exactly.
far behind, right?
So at the end of the day, you should be kind of happy that you know woodsmanship
Yeah.
and.
Well, it's like with the gear thing too. Is like you see it all the time. It's like some old guy goes in the woods with a old bow from 10 years ago and his old gear and whatever. He's barely the camo's barely even showing a pattern. It's so faded. And then you get guys going in with Sitka and all that kuyu. They don't see anything, and the old dude's coming out successful every time he goes out there, and you're like, what the how? I just spent fucking 10 grand on my bow and all my gear, and I can't kill anything. And this guy came in here with gear he bought for $50, fucking 10 years ago, and he's
Hmm.
on it. It's like that's once again, that's the woodsmanship, right? It's like there is a line where you can't buy your way into being a good hunter, right? It's
For
just
sure. I mean,
time.
you could a little bit. You could like leases and stuff.
That's true. Like you can buy your way to get on good deer, but you can never buy the skill to be able to take a
To
guy and
harvest it.
drop him anywhere and he knows how to get on animals or what they're likely going to be doing or picking up sign. Like that's why trappers are so good is like they're looking for the smallest sign, little paws like squirrels and minks and all these little footprints, fox that like they pick up on little things, little bark ripped off a tree where like some people would walk right by like small rubs or scrapes. They don't even see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy time, dude. We live in a fucking I remember growing up, I bought a camera back in like 2015 and I still have it. It's a little dinky little Brownells camera, you know,
Yeah.
with one SD card slot, the little slider to put the on button on, and that was it. Now things are just, I don't know, things are just getting weird, dude.
Yeah,
Things are
it's
getting weird.
true.
Technology's advancing, and I guess that's just how the
That's just the
world
time we're
is.
stuck in. We're literally in a transition of like so much technology that's like it either goes one way or the other right now.
Yeah. Where do you see hunting in the future?
I think it's gonna get weird before it goes bad. I think too many we're kind of I think 50% of the people want it like the woodsmanship style, traditional hunting, the normal way, and then there's a lot of people on board that are in the hunting industry and in that world where technology is just changing and everybody's loving these new things and like look at how crazy people get with just the weight of your arrow. You know what I mean? Like people get mad about all that stuff and go down crazy rabbit holes like it's getting every time like even broadheads are changing and everything like every year's a new bow and like how do you keep up with that unless you're stretching making weird things and
Yeah.
technology just keeps going, right? So you got to think outside the box and that's going to create these weird things that make it not like it was because it's not as simple as it was anymore, right? Because you're thinking you're creating a product to sell at the same time, right? So it's got to be different. You're not copying somebody. So I think that's why so many new things are coming in where it's like, look at how many different attachments to put a camera on you now. Like the
Hmm.
Painted Arrow company, like, fuck, they're coming up with stuff. I was like, oh, that's a crazy great idea. And it's like just nonstop. But it's like, where do you draw the line on that? Because like, how many cameras are you going to have in the tree on you?
I
Right?
know. It
Right?
doesn't end, dude. It doesn't end.
It doesn't.
I
No, it really doesn't. Because we love something new. That's human nature, right? So I honestly
creating,
think
yeah.
it's gonna go too far before it. Like I don't think it's gonna stop, and everybody's gonna be like, you know what, you're right. Like, because look at the camera thing. You know, everybody's got it on. Fucking send it right to your phone. You're sitting there at work, and it's like, shit, the deer were there this morning. I'm going out tonight.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
that's like you could say is that fair as say it's like having a drone just sitting in the woods, I guess, right?
Pretty
Like we
much,
could
yeah.
say that too is like if drone's not fair to scout, then is a camera fair to scout with because you weren't in the woods when that activity went on but you checked your camera and you knew. So it's like, and that's what people are going to start saying too is like, well, if you think my drone is unfair, well, your cameras every fucking 20 feet in the woods is unfair, right?
Yeah. It might
Like
come down to that, dude.
bro, I think that's what's going to happen is like it's going to go too far and everybody's going to get upset and then it's going to be, well, they'll just go back to, well, you have this, well, I have this, and like what's actually fair. And then if we're going to say no to drones, then we're going to say no to all cameras. You know what I
Honestly,
mean?
I'm down for that. Because if you think about
I
it,
me
bro,
too.
listen to shit. Here's my theory. They got us fucking out here like hoes, putting cameras
Yeah.
out in the countryside, out in the woods where there is no surveillance. So let's just fucking deploy these spyware cameras so
Hmm.
we can keep access and control and surveillance of where, revolutionaries or rebels could be hiding out. I always thought
That's
about
true
that.
too, right? That's a true thing too. Is like like with even the doorbell cameras, like everybody's
The
got a
Ring,
doorbell
yeah.
camera now, and like then you find out that they can hack into your doorbell camera and be watching it
Well,
live. Like,
here's the crazy thing. Ring uh has a clause along with like Google and a bunch of these different companies that sell cameras and shit that if they get subpoenaed by the FBI, it could be for the smallest thing, for like working on a case or something.
yeah,
They hand over that footage. So like let's say you have your Ring camera and it records somebody getting hit by a car right in front of your house. Okay.
yeah,
The FBI can go to your house and be like, "We need your Ring camera." And you can be like, "No." Well, that Ring
they'll
camera,
just throw it.
the company's like, "Okay, well, here's the subpoena. They said we can take it. Give us your footage."
That's
So,
crazy.
I know, dude. It's
Yeah.
fucking
So it's like as much as people want to fight, like don't put a camera on the corner of my street. They're already there. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like I hear people say it all the time, like in the UK and China, they've got cameras on their corners. Well, we do too. It's your neighbor. you,
exactly. And dude, I'm totally for a camera ban, to be honest. And think about this. Let's say you need to take a shit out in the woods or a
yeah,
piss.
yeah,
You know how many times I've taken a piss out in the woods and literally I had to sit there, look around, make sure there is no camera out there, making
yeah.
sure I'm not pulling my Johnson out on
Out in front of
fucking
somebody's trail camera. Yeah,
yeah.
bro. I've had
It's
to.
like
I do
that's not
every time.
normal.
I bet you everybody right now can relate to that. That if you've ever been out scouting the woods, you gotta take a piss, or you even when you're hunting, you're like, "Are you sure there's
Exactly.
no camera here? Like, so I can actually piss here? Like,
Yes. It's fucking
and like it's
annoying. That's not
it's
normal.
no, that's not. No, you shouldn't be in the woods fucking worried about a camera watching you.
Exactly. Well, that's where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait till they fucking put some AI intelligence or something in these cameras. I think they're already doing it.
Probably.
I think I heard Reveal.
Reveal's doing some. Yeah, I heard it on a podcast that they've got some shit going on because
Yeah.
they created like their own like they have like a security line too. So they have their normal trail cameras, but then they have ones that you can use at home, like a security camera that's built a little different.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm against it. Like I don't
Yeah,
really look at it at the hunting aspect of it too much. I'm more of a like what happens if we gotta overthrow our government, bro? I don't want 300 fucking hunting cameras tracking my location when I have
yeah,
the US government trying to drone bomb my ass, you know?
yeah. Seriously, and
It's
expect
like
like any of those Wi-Fi ones or like the ones that are hooked up to the Wi-Fi, like satellite, all that shit. Like
yeah,
those, anybody can tap into that. That's not like a secure line that it's just coming to your phone. Like imagine
exactly.
how easy that would be for a hacker to get into. Bet you
Yeah,
it's like one of the easiest ones to hack, right?
probably. Probably, dude. You know it's funny. Have you ever noticed how shitty the cameras are though?
Yeah,
Like there's always some bullshit happening with them. You'd
yeah,
think we got it's 2026, we got fucking self-driving cars and stuff, but we don't have a company out here that makes a half decent camera without fucking up.
that's true.
Like
That's true.
Reveal,
Like
bro?
why? Well, what's even funnier is why is it that like they're on the side of the mountain, got no signal, but like everywhere else you have signal, and like I've heard some people their phone has no signal, but the camera has signal. Like
Yeah.
what the hell is going on there? How's my cell phone not have signal here, but this camera does?
I don't know, dude. It's annoying. It's retarded. You think about it, the hunting industry, it's like a couple hillbillies messing around with technology, don't know what
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck they're
really what it
doing.
is.
It's like we need an Elon Musk or somebody in this bitch to fucking
Yeah.
actually work on something. But no, I'm against it, to be honest. I don't want it.
Yeah. I honestly I think that's what needs to happen is some things need to be put into place now before it does go too far and becomes like a fucking like I said with the drones and everything like cuz once you allow it to take it away has to be a thing and it just and like I said is once you bring some form of camera new camera into the game, how can you stop it and allow the old cameras to stick around? You know what I mean? You just can't. So it's like, and guarantee you next year, you're probably somebody's gonna come out with a new camera that does something different, and eventually it's gonna be like There's no flash. There's nothing. You see nothing. So if you're in the wood, you wouldn't even know the camera was there. Looks exactly like bark. Eventually they'll be like this big. It'll just be a screen strapped to a camera, right?
Mhm.
To the tree. You won't even, because that'll be the
Yeah.
next thing people complain about. Is like, can we shrink all that into, look at your
A
phone?
little package, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's even harder to find it, right? I don't want it
Exactly.
to get stolen, so make me something smaller.
It's getting crazy, dude.
Yeah,
But
it is getting
what can you
crazy.
do? We're not in control of that.
No, no,
And then
that's
when
the
you try
thing.
to like vote against the shit, like if you go to like a fucking outdoor, like here in Ohio we have ODNR, which
Yeah,
is the Ohio Wildlife Division. They're like the people that set the rules and boundaries and shit. You go to any fucking meeting and you voice your concerns, they don't give a fuck. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's like whoever has the most money and is willing to give these people the money, those are our rules. Those are our
yeah,
laws. So at the
yeah,
end of the day, how much can we actually change anything, you know?
yeah. That's true.
You got all these fucking lobbying groups and dude, I heard stories in like Pennsylvania where they there's this really big crossbow company. I think they're
Yeah, I've
Raven
heard them.
crossbows.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would pay off their wildlife division officers a fuck ton of money so they can pass laws and be like, okay, we're bringing crossbows into season and shit.
yeah.
So
That's wild.
like,
Bro. That's another one that, like, at the end of the day, people gotta stop fucking being like, oh, there's no difference. Like, I like it is night and day difference a crossbow between a fucking bow. Like, there is no similarity. They're like, other than the fact that arrows flying out of it, like, you're sitting there, the thing's cocked. If anything comes out, like, even this year for me, there was a deer walked right by me because my bow wasn't ready.
I'm gonna stop you right there though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop you right there. Would you rather have Timmy behind a crossbow in the woods hunting, or would you rather have Timmy selling feet pics on OnlyFans?
rather I'm in the crossbow.
Okay. I would rather people picking up a fucking crossbow, going to
Yeah,
the woods
that
and
is
hunt than
true.
have fucking
It is
Samantha selling her
it is a
cooter
good entry
pics.
thing. It does get more people into it, but like, I just think that they shouldn't have, like, even if, let crossbow come in during bow, but don't let them come in for the first 2 weeks. Give bow hunters still the first 2 weeks without crossbows out there. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
can
I
see
mean?
that.
Or have them come in the last week of October. If, say, your season starts, if bow opens up October 1st, crossbow can't come in until the end of October. They still get a benefit because it's picking up, animals are moving, they're usually chasing by the end of October. You still, you know what I mean? You're in prime time.
How
You're
much
not
does that
missing out.
affect people though? Like if you think about it, I've come across crossbow hunters before. Never have I ever sat there and was like, okay, this guy is literally ruining my quality of hunting at this current moment because he's holding this crossbow or shooting deer with
Definitely
crossbows.
not. They are
You know what I mean?
that's I would say that's not the problem. It's the success rate that they have compared to a compound is totally different. Like, I
Mm,
don't think it's because they're gonna hunt the same way. I know crossbow guys that they hunt the exact same way as I do. They're very minimal, you know what I mean? They have small tree stands, they carry it in, they're quiet, they're not obnoxious. But like I said, is when it comes time to shine, where the reason it takes us more time, or how we can make mistakes more, like drawing back and getting caught, like all that happens to us. Whereas if you have a crossbow and you're sitting there, like, you just set it up on your arm, as soon as something comes, just boom. You
yeah,
don't
but
even have to move.
does that affect you though? Because here's the
No, it
thing, I
doesn't.
hear
I'm not saying it affects us even at all as hunters. What it affects is the success rate. It's like a gun. Why wouldn't gun come in at the same time? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't affect us,
yeah,
right?
it's true.
But it's the success rate. It's so much easier. Like, there are guys literally taking 70-yard shots with a crossbow. Like, I'm not doing that. Even if I just started, there's no way I'm doing that. But there's guys out there that they can take the crossbow, and if it's on a stand and they've shot at 50, 60 yards, and they see how easy it is, you just line it up and shoot. they're in the woods. They're willing to make that shot out there. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of
Yeah.
like a false like advantage. Whereas like there's not many like unless you're Levi Morgan, none of us are taking a 60-yard shot, 50-yard shot on a whitetail. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like that's not happening. It's 30 and under, and like 30, you're like fuck. I hope he just doesn't jump it.
Yeah. I
But
don't know. The way I've
like
always looked at it, I
I
just
don't
can't
think
stand the people always talking about, "Oh, the crossbows is ruining our hunting and shit."
no, I
I
don't
can't
see it like that.
understand that.
I don't see it like I don't see it as they're ruining hunting for us. I see it as it's just an advantage that is such a high advantage where their success rate is astronomically better than us. I think it's like I'm pretty sure I've seen something like here where I am in Ontario in Canada, like it's like 75% of the whitetail killed here are done with a crossbow.
Mhm.
And like you're like holy shit, like that's a high rate, but like that's what most people are doing is like because you can sit a field edge if you have private and you got a field edge, you can sit there and like when they come out and it's like fuck he's 60, 50 yards eating, well they'll still make that shot and it shoots fast enough compared to my compound. That arrow's ripping through, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Some of them are like 480, I think. None of us are shooting a 480 bow, right?
Yeah.
330 maybe is the highest you're going to see.
I don't know.
So
I don't
I
really
don't think it
mind it.
ruins like I said, and that's why I don't think necessarily they should have like their own like with gun. I just think with bow is we still should get either 2 or 3 weeks in the beginning with nobody else out there and then let crossbow guys come in because they will like they're succeeding right off the hop. Like I know I see it all the time here is like any of the guys I know that shoot crossbow and have private within the first 2 3 weeks of October they're tagged out. Like they're catching them on that same route right to the field and they can shoot long distance. So
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of a gimme in a way, but like it's I don't find it to be something that like we should all be like this needs to come out now. Like it's not that bad. Like there's deer every year. If the numbers were dropping and we're like fucking we're gonna lose deer hunting because the numbers are going down so fast because crossbow guys are fucking killing thousands of deer a year, then okay, that's different,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like it's not like the numbers stay good like no matter what, the deer have to they're gonna die. You know,
Yeah.
whether it was a really bad winter or a bunch of good hunters, like it's gonna happen. So
Yeah. I just it always kind of bothered me. I'm kind of with the crossbow hunters because I've seen so many people talk shit about them. Like, first of all, I've never really saw anybody use a crossbow that was under the age of 40. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've
yeah,
never personally seen it. Every time I've seen a crossbow hunter out in the woods, it's an old fucker up on a tree stump, you know?
yeah, yeah. He's got a shoulder problem or something.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I've never seen a young person carry one. But
I have a
if you have
couple
you ever heard of
times
the Hunter
before.
podcast?
Yeah,
They always talk about how crossbow hunting and bait piles is going to be the demise for hunting. Like it's that's what's going to bring the downfall of hunting to where nobody's going to want to hunt anymore.
hmm, I don't know. Like
I can maybe see the bait piles, but I don't understand the
I
crossbows.
can see the bait piles definitely, and I also think the problem with bait piles is killing too many deer that won't get a chance to get mature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing is like you're actually not probably gonna have a 6-year-old deer walk in and start eating on a bait pile in daylight. Like that would be rare. But a lot of 2 and 3-year-olds are gonna get caught there, right? And that's another
Mhm.
thing. I think that's what people get mad about is like you don't see as many good deer when you're killing the young ones. Then it's
Yeah.
even harder to get a mature, right? So like I get that. I see it all the time here. Like it happened this year. Is like there was a spot I was on a deer and I couldn't figure out how he. It was like he knew where to check me every time. I would get on all the does, but the buck kept skirting around me, and I'm like, how the hell does he like? How does he know? And I went like right at the beginning of January. I went back to that spot and I was scouting around looking, and I walk up and I just go straight ahead of where I was, but like 100 yards, and Buddy has like a bait pile, a salt lick. He's got his tree
Mm.
like strapped in there like a permanent set, and I was like, holy shit. That's why I was getting scared is because there was a guy right 100 yards from me that this deer probably found out he's got a bunch of bait there, and like I'm not going over there.
Mhm.
So yeah, and like here with baiting, like people do it all the time. Like I see it all the time when I'm out scouting. I find salt licks and
Me too.
corn, and like it is what it is. But I don't think like yes, it's making them successful, but they're successful on young deer, and that's kind of the problem. Is shoot whatever you want, but if you're in an area that's not well populated with good bucks, well, you never will be if that's what you're doing. And I think that's the problem that people have is like you hear about it in Michigan all the time. Is like there's no big deer there because everybody's bait pile and shoot first thing that comes in. Well, then if that's the problem, then they have to conservation maybe has to bring in rules. But like uh, deer are deer, right? Like
Mhm.
if you want to shoot a spike and eat it, like you're allowed to. That's part of it, right? And like you shouldn't
100%,
feel
dude.
obligated to chase a 6-year-old deer either. Like that's another problem is like you get a lot of guys get into it and they're like, I've never even seen a 6-year-old deer in person, like or a
Yeah.
5-year-old or a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? And like people would get into it and they're like, how the hell do you find a deer like that? Like all I see is spikes and like start there, shoot one of those and work from there. Try and find a bigger one. Like
Yep.
it's I think there's
All
another thing
trivial,
with like
dude. Everyone
there's
has their
two
own little camp.
yeah, hunting's starting to become
It's a fucking drama fest, bro.
bro, it's what I don't
Listen to this
like is
shit. I want you to
it's
give
becoming
me your opinion, but go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like it's becoming very like you have to be a certain type and like you know what I mean? It's almost becoming clicky. Like it's like these people are that kind of people and there's these kind of people and like it's like there's target guys when it comes to bows and then there's like once again there's like the alpha male guys that everybody's like they're in CrossFit and shoot a Hoyt and yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's funny. But like
Right here, baby.
yeah, yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm
And
just
like
kidding.
it's it
But
like
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say like the weird part is like I see a lot of people are like it's not as much staying in the hunting. It's kind of becoming like a fashion thing too. It's like what gear do you wear? Oh my god, do you have
A little
your
bit.
marsupial pouch and like do you wear Sitka and like it's kind of funny, but like you get thrown into a box. It's like if you're a blue collar guy and you work hard for your money, it's like they're out there like, yo, I want to wear plaid. Like fuck Sitka. And then you get
Yeah.
other guys that are they're in Sitka and they're like, bro, I'm never wearing that. I get to stay in the woods till the fucking sun goes down and never be cold. Like you're out there freezing. Like it's kind of funny, but it's like there's the tough guys and then there's the guys with money and it's
You got the
weird.
poor guys, like the
Yeah, you got the
Walmart
poor guy out
camo.
there on a bucket with a freaking
Yeah.
stick and string and
Yep.
yeah, it's
Fucking
funny.
Walmart camo.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just it's just how people are, dude. Social
yeah.
media, it is just it just makes it go crazy, you know? That's just human
Yeah,
nature. People are tribal about dumb shit.
yeah, it's true.
But I'm gonna ask you one last question, and I gotta get off here because I gotta piss.
Yeah.
But what are your plans for this year?
What, like hunting wise
Yeah,
or just in general hunting?
hunting wise, yep.
Well, this year definitely like this year is going to be I'm going to knock down the level of deer I want to shoot. I'm not even going to look as cuz this year I'm not going to use a camera at all. I'm not going to even use a camera. I'm actually going to try and find two new spots to hunt. And this year my goal is to I don't want to bounce around as much in the same area. I want to bounce around to new spots more, if you know what I mean. Like, I want to have
Yep.
multiple spots I can hunt. And my goal this year is just a mature deer. That's it. If I come across a big one, I come across a big one. And I don't even want to use a camera this year because every time I use a camera and get a big deer, I get caught up in trying to get just that deer. It's like I got to put that aside. And it's like this year is about success. And I want to get a bear this year. So that's a big goal too.
Hmm. Those are good goals.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to that one buck you were chasing? That
bro,
fucking
that one
huge one.
just once again, it's like it's actually kind of crazy how deer just like pop up for a year and then disappear. I have no idea whatever happened to that deer. Didn't hear if anybody killed it. Nothing. Lots of people hunt that property, and like I hunted it again this year, and I only ran into two other different deer, but never again with that big one.
Yeah.
Like who knows? He
Damn.
might still be alive. Fuck, he could be
I know.
7 or 8 now, like
I
looking
know.
like a monster.
Yep. I remember you sending me a video of him or a picture. I forget, but I was looking at him.
It
I'm
was a
like, holy
video.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know
dude.
it's wild because like I know other people that hunt that property, and like some people had no idea it was alive, and then other people were like, "There's a crazy deer back there," and I remember other people had seen it like on the field, but nobody had actively seen it while they were hunting, and
Hmm.
I got to. But what was crazy is I he was like 78 yards from me. I couldn't make a shot on him, but it was crazy to see how he used the woods and how he used the edges to get to weasel his way in and out. It was like that was a game changer for me where it was like that's why this year I didn't hunt so far away from the edge. I got right close to the edges because I was realizing is like sometimes, bro, you might not even see that that deer walked by you because it's
Hmm.
so thick. Like you'd be like, oh, I didn't see anything today. You might have had the nicest buck just walk by you, just because of how they use that thick cover. You would never know. Like it
Hmm.
was crazy. Like big deer like that get that big for a reason, right? Like people don't realize they don't just walk through the woods. Like he stood in front of me for 10 minutes, didn't even move, didn't move his
Yeah.
head, didn't do nothing.
That's what's crazy.
Just
Yeah.
stared straight for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like you try and do that. I can hardly sit in my tree stand for 10 minutes without fucking moving. Like,
Yeah. Yep. I
yeah,
got to
dude.
experience the same thing, dude. It was buck I
Yeah.
was after. Uh, a doe walked right underneath me. The one he was after, right outside of bedding. I don't know how to this day, but somehow she winded me. I don't know how. She didn't cross my tracks, nothing. She winded me, she blew, she jumped a couple spots, and the fucking buck that I was after, he was in the bedding area with all the brush and shit, just fucking a statue.
Yeah.
Didn't move for like 10, 15 minutes, just
Yeah.
dead. For like
It's
10,
crazy.
15 minutes. Till
Yeah.
dark. Like
Yeah.
he did not move.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the
I know.
fuck?
What's crazy too is like I had another one this year. It was in December, like the last week of hunting. 5 does come out in front, and I'm looking there, and I'm watching. I see like legs come up to the edge of these pines. I'm like, holy shit, there's another deer back there. And then I could just see like a little tine. Bro, this buck just stood at the edge, let these 5 does come through.
Yeah.
Like he was like, if whatever's out there catches them, I'm
Yep.
good. So I
Yep.
remember the one little doe looked up at me, kind of like was like ducking, and then they
Mhm.
knew something was up. They took off, and like he never stepped out. It was like, and that's the tricky part about hunting some of them late season is like once they get grouped up like that, like
I
have
know,
fun getting
dude.
past all those eyes,
I
right?
know. That's the hard part. It's fucking funny.
Yeah,
It's like they use the women as decoys in the
as
woods. Like, okay,
decoys.
fuck it.
Yeah,
If they die, they die. I'm good.
yeah,
Just letting
yeah,
them go out by themselves first.
yeah.
And that's
I
that's
actually,
what the buck did that I was after. He literally let his woman out of the bed and let her do her thing, and she fucking somehow smelled me, and that was it.
yeah, and that's how they do it. Like I actually had my best opportunity this year. I was a mistake because I picked a spot, and then when I got there in the morning, I was like, ugh, I like this spot, but I kind of want to go over to in this thicker area just for more cover. I was too open. I noticed like if anything came in, it would silhouette me right away. I didn't have any backdrop. So I move over and I get in this other tree and I get up in there. I'm sitting there and a couple of does came through and I'm like, it was perfect. It was like October 25th or something like that. And I'm like, it was a nice, perfect day. And the travel was going like in front of me this way. My wind was on an angle like that. So it's perfect spot, and I didn't because it was like a morning setup and I didn't have this tree picked out. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, there's like a bunch of sticks to the my left side and it's just like nasty shit to shoot through. Like you couldn't shoot through it. It was bad. But I had like my laneway right here where I was assuming they were coming from. Well, I should have fucking broke all those limbs out of the way because the buck that I was chasing came straight at me at 16 yards, turned, gave me a perfect shot, and I couldn't I pulled my bow back and everything I couldn't turn at all because there were so many sticks and twigs in the way that I just had to let down and watch him just walk by, stopped, ate something off a tree, and then just kept going. And as he's walking by, I'm like, I just pulled out my phone, just recorded, and it's just like his you can see him his head and then his ass just walk away through this
Mhm.
thick stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? But that's another one where it's like,
Yeah.
like you get
You
in
live and
some
learn, dude.
spots in the thick stuff, and if you don't think like, and that was at 1:30. Like I had all morning to break those limbs off. I didn't even. It was like sitting in there, not expecting him to come that way, and like sometimes you gotta assume they're gonna come from the worst way. Make sure you can shoot everywhere. Like I kind of put myself in this little box that I was only gonna be able to shoot in front of me, and little did I know, the buck I was after did exactly what I wanted to do, but just in the wrong spot.
Yep. Well, that's what's so awesome about the deer woods, man. You live and
Yeah.
learn, you know.
And that's
But
another one
hey,
where like I also take those moments as successful as almost accomplishing it. You know what I mean? Getting that close to them isn't is successful as it is. Getting the shot off is a whole nother hard part, right? And that's another thing I don't think people talk about much is like you can be successful at getting on deer, but there's another success of being able to shoot them and being able to make the right timing, knowing when to draw your bow. Like that's something I've been practicing lately is like if I have does and I don't have a doe tag or like anything like that, I'll still try and do the whole process. Sometimes I won't even pull my bow back just because I don't want to fucking shoot an arrow at a deer that I don't have a tag for accidentally. But like sometimes I'll do the same thing. I'll clip on. I won't pull my bow back, but I'll do all the movement to see what
mhm.
I can get away with. And like that's been a big learner because there's some spots where you're like, you just barely move to touch your bow and they're like, they
Yep.
got you. Right. And that's something where like I noticed the more backdrop you have, the more you can get away with. Whereas like they'll look up and like if there's nothing to like that you're gonna knock away like if the sun's beaming through a tree and you move your hand like that like shadow, that's what
Yep.
like that little flick, right? They catch that and they're like, what was that? Look right at you. So like I think a lot of people should do things like that, like just practicing to see what you can get away with. Because like a
Yep.
lot of times you'll go to draw back and it's like you just lost your opportunity.
It's happened to us all, man. But hey,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna stop the stream. I have to piss
yeah, man.
bad.
No worries.
So we'll pick it up next time. How often? I mean, if you want, we can do this like once a week or whatever. You know, I would love to
Yeah, man.
have you on.
Yeah,
We every time we talk for fucking hours.
yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah, yeah. No, we'll do it again. 100%.
sounds good, dude. Well,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
bro.
close it out. You have a good night. All right.
Yeah, man. You too.
All right. Bye.
All right, peace.